So, 2002, July 14th. Anniversary is 14 years later, and I'm back in London. First time I was here, we actually were at the Prince Albert Hall for I believe it was Carlos Newton versus Matt Hughes, and we went out after the fights, and the club was actually rented out, and we had some drinks, and one of my buddies hopped on Pat Militich's back, and he kind of flinged him off, and one of Lee Murray's buddies, Paul, I guess, sucker punched my best friend in the face, knocked him out as I walked outside the club, and I took a swing at him, and it was a melee. Me, Chuck Liddell, Damien, my friend Bo just got knocked out. Came a complete fist fight in the streets in front of China White, which is a nightclub. And I chased Lee Murray down, and he turned around and posed off to me, and I slid into him. He punched me and dropped me to my knee. At the time, I just came off a knee surgery. I had ACL replacement a month prior, and I clinched him, kneed him in the face a couple times. Cop ripped us apart and said he's gonna spray some mace. I go, good luck, and the cop never did. And we dispersed and went our own ways. When my buddy went to the hospital, had 22 stitches in his face, and it was some bad decisions, bad part, and none of us were acting right. Bad responsibility. But at the end of the day, he ended up having 22 stitches in his face. We were supposed to go to Amsterdam the next day, never did. Blew the whole weekend, but that was one of those things that you look back and you learn from the bad decisions of what alcohol can do. It is what it is. All of a sudden, 14 years later, I'm still fighting. I'm still doing this, and it's sad to see Lee Murray actually is in prison, still in prison. Pulling one of the biggest heists in, I believe, in England's history. I don't know how much he did. I think it was somewhere around 100 million pounds, which is ridiculous. I'm not sure of those numbers, but life is different now.
Just on that, just for clarity, he didn't drop you. You slipped, or he dropped you?
No, he hit with a punch. He hit with a punch, dropped me to my knee. And I came up and I clinched him, kneed him in the face. Never knocked me out. No one's ever knocked me out unconscious. I got too big of a head. Come on, peoples. He hit me with a punch, though. I slid into his punch, and he got me with a good shot. Hit a knee, came to my feet, clinched him, kneed him in the face a few times, and cops dispersed us, and that was it. UFC sell, wow. Congratulations to them. As you said, we're all commodities, and no one understood that, and I was probably one of the first fighters to understand it. We're commodities to a company that's going to grow and get huge, and one day they're going to sell off, and UFC did that. They invested $2 million in the beginning, and then another $18 million in promotion the next, 5 years. We were having conversations with Frank and Lorenzo, and them saying we can't do this anymore. And I said, stick to it. It's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. And all of a sudden, we look at it, and it's 15 years later, and it's 16 years later, and it's paid off $4 billion. They've done their job right as businessmen. They've done their job right as investors to a company, and us fighters were the commodities to make it happen. I have no ill will towards anybody at all. At the end of the day, it's about my kids, and that's all I care about. Give my kids everything I never had as a kid. And to watch UFC be sold for $4 billion, I think I did my job right. And that's why Bellator hired me, because they understand the things that I could bring to the table, how hard I work when it comes to PR, of promoting a brand, of promoting the sport of mixed martial arts. And you look at what UFC's done, and Bellator will be right there in the same shoes too. It's just a matter of time.